The formation of United States military installations and federal preserves has restricted the rights of the Chamorro people from the harvesting of their natural resources. Restrictions were placed on studying and perpetuating the history, culture, and language of the Chamorro people by the United States until Congress enactment of the Organic Act in 1950. Prior to 1962, a security clearance requiring approval from the United States appointed governor of Guam was needed to travel to and from the island of Guam. Compacts of free association negotiated between the United States and the Federated States of Micronesia, the Republic of Palau, and the Republic of the Marshall Islands, without Guam's participation or input, have resulted in an overwhelming influx of immigrants to the island of Guam. A complete and independent study of the true impact that the compacts of free associations have had on Guam's society and economy has never been conducted, resulting in the federal government providing far less in compact impact funding than actually needed, in the form of grants which do not compensate the additional local agency expenditures due to these compacts. It is the intent of the federal government to undertake the largest military buildup in the history of the United States on the island of Guam without adequately addressing Guam's infrastructure needs as they relate to this endeavor. Although the United States surrendered ownership of Guam upon ratification of the Charter of the United Nations, President George W. Bush recently ordered the establishment of the Marianas Trench National Monument, thereby incorporating into the United States waters belonging to the Chamorro people. Mr. President, these are but a few of the wrongs which have been and continue to be unjustly perpetrated upon Chamorros. Yet Guam continues to have the highest per capita enlistment rate of any jurisdiction of the United States, and we continue to pursue the American dream because we are enamored with the principles of the Constitution of the United States of America. It is the American dream, the bond that holds the different races of peoples that are the United States together as one union. It is our desire to be incorporated into that union as a registered Native American tribe. The territorial government of Guam is an instrument of the Organic Act and does not represent or serve the Chamorro people. It represents the United States, serves itself, and is completely corrupted in all three tiers. This unconstitutional government has lost the trust and confidence of the people. We firmly believe that this corruption has been allowed to continue because it perpetuates the United States policy of benevolent assimilation. We implore you to change that policy, right the wrongs, and establish a new relationship with our people, one based on mutual respect, one which conforms to the Constitution of the United States of America. During these troubled times, as we watch our sons and daughters fight and die side by side with other American servicemen, as we watch our island economy crumble with the rest of the world's economies, as we tighten our belts for the long, hard road we face, I'd like to thank you. Your words has given us some hope for the future of our race. Although we may not fully comprehend the full scope of what you face in your tenure as president, we are confident that should you follow the path of leading by example, as Senator Clinton so admirably stated at her Secretary of State confirmation hearing, God will once again smile on the United States and the world will recover. Because of our renewed faith in the United States government under your administration, it is our intent to pursue federal registration with your Department of Interior as a Native American tribe. We pray that you might assist us with this quest to protect our race, our culture, and preserve our island for the generations to follow. Our prayers will also be with you, Mr. President. We CC'd a copy of that letter to the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of the United States, to the President Pro Tem of the United States Senate, and to the Speaker of the United States Congress. We're currently awaiting a response to that letter, because that letter serves as an official notification of intent to register as a Native American tribe. And by federal law, they have to respond to it. So, now I believe everybody is up to date on everything that has been occurring. We have been very busy. We also developed information brochures. I believe we only had enough funds to produce 50 of these, but they are available. And I hope everybody understands the significance of the registration, or of the letter that we received from the Deputy Commissioner of the ANA. That is extremely significant, because it now, since we are federally recognized, it now makes all of the laws that protect Native Americans in the United States, all of those federal laws now pertain to us. And the government of Guam is going to have to do its homework. It's going to have to start studying those laws to ensure that it doesn't violate the federal laws that protect the Chamorro people. Because if it does, we're going to go to the U.S. Attorney and have the U.S. Attorney enforce those laws. And I hope everybody understands that we didn't start doing this for our own benefit. And we didn't do this for any self-glorification. And we're not playing games. Yeah. There is a very real need for our people to be protected. There is a very real need to protect our culture, to protect our island. Because if we don't protect it, we're going to lose it all. And as you can see, we have been making progress. And although I generally don't allow myself to feel optimism, I like to logically break things down and try to determine the conclusion based on logic rather than emotion, because I hate being disappointed. Based on the President's speech, based on the President's actions, based on the response that we received back from the ANA after we had written to the President, I'm feeling very optimistic. I'm feeling very optimistic that we will be receiving the additional benefits and protections that we have been eligible for since 1995. I feel very optimistic that one day the Chamorro will reclaim their rightful place on this island. Because this is our island.
Yes, it is.
And it's high time everybody else recognize that.